Have you ever prayed, cried, and promised God with tears in your eyes, "Lord, I swear I will never do that again," only to find yourself falling right back into the exact same habit just a few days later? It is one of the most exhausting, soul-crushing cycles a human being can experience. You wake up determined to be better. You try so hard to change. But despite your best efforts, you keep dragging the heavy chains of your old ways, your doubts, and your fears. You feel like a hypocrite. Many Christians sincerely love God. They go to church, they read their Bibles, and they want to do what is right. But deep down, they feel completely stuck. They pray, but they don't feel peace. They constantly feel like they're disappointing God, wondering if He is finally tired of forgiving them. If this is you, please listen very closely. Stop trying so hard. You are treating your faith like a self-improvement project, and you're using human willpower to fight a spiritual battle. Today, we are going to uncover why you keep falling back into old habits, and the profound secret Jesus gave us to experience true, effortless transformation. Here are 5 reasons why you are struggling, and how Jesus actually fixes you. Reason number 1. You are relying on willpower, and willpower is a leaking bucket. When we want to stop a bad habit, our first instinct is to use our own strength. We grit our teeth, we make strict rules, and we say, "I'm going to beat this." But willpower is like a battery. Eventually, it runs out. When you get tired, stressed, or lonely, your willpower collapses, and you fall right back into the sin. The Apostle Paul understood this agonizing struggle perfectly. In Romans chapter 7 verse 15, he writes, "I do not understand what I do. For what I want to do I do not do, but what I hate I do." You cannot behave your way into transformation. Your heart doesn't need a new set of rules. It needs a new power source. Reason number 2, you are constantly unplugging yourself from the source. Imagine a lamp sitting on a desk. You can flip the switch 1,000 times, you can yell at the lamp, you can polish the bulb, but if the cord is not plugged into the wall, it will never produce light. Many of us are exactly like that unplugged lamp. We spend 10 minutes a day with God, and then we spend the next 23 hours unplugged, consuming the toxic stress, distractions, and temptations of the world. Jesus said it with absolute clarity in John chapter 15 verse 5. "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. For without me you can do nothing." Notice he didn't say, "Without me you can do a little bit." He said nothing. Reason number 3, you're trying to produce fruit instead of simply staying attached. Think about a branch on an apple tree. Have you ever seen a branch sweating, straining, and stressing out trying to pop out an apple? No, the branch does absolutely no work. Its only job is to stay tightly attached to the tree. As long as it is connected to the tree, the sap flows, the life flows, and the apple grows naturally. This is the greatest secret of the Christian life. Jesus doesn't want you to stress out trying to produce good behavior. He wants you to focus all your energy on simply staying close to Him. Galatians chapter 5 verse 22 calls it the fruit of the Spirit, not the fruit of your hard work. Love, joy, peace, patience, and self-control are natural byproducts of hanging out with Jesus. When you fall in love with Jesus, your desires naturally begin to change. You don't have to force the darkness out of a room. You just have to turn on the light. Reason number 4, you are resisting the pruning process. Sometimes we are connected to Jesus, but life still hurts. We face trials, losses, and painful corrections. We think God is punishing us for our past mistakes. But Jesus explains this painful process in John chapter 15 verse 2. Every branch that does bear fruit, He prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. Pruning is when a gardener takes sharp shears and cuts off the dead leaves and extra weight from a plant. It looks violent, but it is an act of deep love. Jesus is the gardener. When He sees you carrying toxic relationships, secret pride, or unhealthy attachments, He cuts them away. It hurts, but He is not cutting you to kill you. He is cutting you to make you grow. If you want to stop falling back into old habits, you have to let Jesus cut the dead things out of your life. Reason number 5, you are running away from Jesus when you should be running towards Him. When we mess up, the enemy uses his favorite weapon, shame. Shame tells you to hide. It tells you that you are too dirty to pray and that you need to clean yourself up before you can talk to God again. So, you pull away, which makes you even weaker and leads to more failure. But Jesus didn't come for perfect people. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 16 tells us, "Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need." When you fall, do not run away from Jesus. Run directly into His arms. He is not standing there with a stick to beat you. He is standing there with water to wash you. His grace is the only thing that can break the chains of your old ways. Stop trying so hard to fix yourself. You are carrying a burden you were never meant to carry. Take a deep breath. Stop focusing on the sin you are trying to defeat and start focusing on the Savior who already defeated it for you. Your only job is to stay plugged in. Spend time with Him, talk to Him, and let His love naturally transform your heart from the inside out. If this message lifted a heavy weight off your shoulders today, please type, "I will rest in Jesus" in the comments. Share this video with someone who is exhausted from trying to be perfect and subscribe to Faith Applied for more spiritual truths. You are loved, you are forgiven, and in Him, you are free.